Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is Crystal. I almost forgot what day it was. This is Crystal with your January 9th, 2019 daily tarot reading. And as always, we will look right into the energy of the day. These cards are for anyone who finds their way onto my channel. This kind of gives you an overall guide as to what the energy will be like, what can you expect, different things like that. Okay, everyone, so we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the Magician in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Wands in reverse. We have the Ring also in reverse. So all of the cards are in reverse. So I'm going to read them both ways. I'm going to read them as if they were upright. And I'm going to read them also reverse. So upright. The Ace of Cups is about spiritual renewal. This is all about finally having that moment of, I can breathe, Emotionally, things are right. Emotionally, I feel stable. This is great. Paired with the Magician card, this is creative energy that comes out of this emotional energy that you're able to create, manifest, and just taking matters into your own hands. That is what the Magician does, because he or she realizes that they have the full tools, all the things necessary at their disposal to use, whichever way they see fit, okay? With the Eight of Swords, this is commonly a woman who is in a tough situation mentally. And sometimes physically, because as we know, our actions and our thoughts have a way of working together. Our ways that we feel and think about things also have a way of playing out into our reality. So this woman is commonly trapped. Okay. And the Ten of Wands is a card about carrying on a heavy burden. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go a little deeper into the reverse meanings of each card. So with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it can be emotionally draining. That wish that is almost there just won't get in our hands. It's like it's almost there, but you can't do it because it's too much going on with the Magician. A lot of us could be dealing with people at work, people within our lives that are being manipulative. So many people, I see so many people that get into, and granted, I'm the type of person I feel like to each his own. Do whatever you need to do to spiritually connect to the divine, God, Jesus, whatever. Do whatever you need to do to connect. But you notice some people always try to take matters into their own hands. And when they do that, they have a way of screwing up. They have a way of regretting and wishing that they didn't do the things they do. This actually, a funny example to use for this lineup that's right here is, let's say a woman wanted to do a love spell, okay? And because she knows this guy is emotionally there for her and this is what she wants, because she knows. We always know what we want, right? And she decides to do this spell. But when she does this spell to put this love on this guy, this love juju on this guy to make him fall deeply for her, it leaves her trapped. Because the guy becomes abusive. He puts all kind of stress on her, all to get this love that she thought she wanted so deeply. So what I'm really getting from this reading is sometimes we just have to let things be. Because when you let things be and when you kind of give it to God or give it to the universe or, do what you can and let it go, it helps. It helps bring about an energy of not focusing so much. Because sometimes, like they say, what we focus on grows. If that's the case, if we're focused on how crazy things are going and how crazy the traffic is and how much our boss has us messed up, and how much we want to go off, all of that energy just builds up, builds up, builds up. And I feel like, yes, it'll be one of those days where it might be hard to see how you're going to do it because emotionally you might not be there. And with the Magician in reverse, you could be feeling like, well, I'm putting forth the effort, but I just don't know if it's going necessarily where I intended it to go. Then all you can do at that point is release that burden onto either your partner who can help. And not saying release like, oh, here you go. No, of course, we never want to just put a bunch of burdens on someone else, but asking for someone to maybe take half of this burden. We have to make sure that we're not in a position to where we're taking on so much in our life that things are just becoming unreasonable and unbearable. Because that's when we see our relationships suffer. Think about when you take on a heavy workload. It puts strains on your relationships with others, friends, things like that, which can lead to a very hurtful period or time. The good energy, or what we're going to have to work with, like I always say, is this energy of the Ten of Wands in reverse. Knowing that when things are too much, we just have to do what we can and that's it. Not beat ourselves up, not compare ourselves to others, not wonder why we're not strong enough. Sometimes you just have to let go to see the magic of life and how it really can work. Okay, now let's pull one of my beautiful angel cards. Okay. And we have a year from now. Wonder what this is all about. Let's see. Okay. And here we go. As I said, it's a year from now. The event that you're asking about will occur within a year from now or soon after. During this time interval, you're encouraged to stay optimistic and continue self-care activities and other preparations for your desire. Remember that others people's free will choices are involved. Your angels are presently working behind the scenes on your behalf, even if you can't immediately see the evidence of your answered prayers. Very appropriate. I wasn't expecting that. But it is very appropriate because it goes with this Magician energy that we were talking about. When we force things, you will be my lover, when we put sometimes yes, I have no problems with anyone in the spiritual practices they do. Okay. But sometimes when we push our human will, when we just need to let our angels take over, or our ancestors or God or the universe, whatever the case may be, they're already working behind the scenes to figure out the situations and circumstances for you. And by imposing your human will, because like I said, we know what we want all the time, right? You can throw some things off. Put yourself in a position to lessen the workload. Get yourself out of tangled positions. And know that even when you are the magician and it's upright, it takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Nothing, it doesn't just snap at your fingers when you want it to. Because when you do, we find that people who want things to just go on my time and this is how it should be, they turn out in heartbreaking situations by the time they get to that point. Okay, so stay encouraged, everyone. That is what I have for you today. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful 9th day of the year, January, you know what I mean. And of course, as always, I'll see you tomorrow.